different. Can't do none of the can't barely walk. You barely tie your shoes up. Get him right. He can't do nothing.
I teach him to do everything. Can you teach him to do something?
You teach him there. You so good at teaching everybody stuff.
All I have to say is, wow, how disgusting. If you are a man in today's generation and you complain about kids being raised without fathers, but you're one of those fathers that leaves or that makes any excuse to leave and abandon your children that you created as well, you're a piece of work. You're a piece of crap. And I'm not talking about men who get taken away and they can't see their kids. That's a whole different situation. We're talking about men who actively leave knowing they put themselves in that situation. Whether your kid comes out with Down syndrome, autistic, paralyzed, cancer, whatever, do you think right now is the best time to leave a woman with a child, especially when you know she needs a lot more help than ever? Do you think as a man who's a leader and gonna lead us that's the best decision? Seriously? Because if you think that's the best decision and what creates a better family dynamic, I don't think you guys should even be participating in sleeping with women unprotected if this is the type of behavior you guys are going to keep doing. And I'm not saying all men. By any means, y'all, not all men. It's just specifically men who do this. Because when you go and put yourself inside of a woman without a condizzle, you know for a fact that she could potentially get pregnant. So that is you right there saying, I want a child. I don't care what anybody says. When you are adults, you should know better. And look, y'all, a lot of you guys don't understand how much it takes to have a kid, and you don't know what's going to happen when you have a kid. You can have a child and it pass away. You can have a child and look, it could be paralyzed, have Down syndrome, be autistic, whatever. And then what? That's why I always tell you guys, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or act like I know everything in this entire world, but it's crucial to pick a partner that you know is going to be a rider. You have to pick a partner who's just as disciplined as you and wants it just as bad as you. Imagine a person who wants marriage and kids and you're with somebody that goes, that's cool. It's not going to work. Because when you guys hit the fan or shit gets, bad, look what happens. You're ready to flee the scene the moment something happens, when that's not what unity is. That's not what family is. And I feel so bad for the poor woman because you can hear the breaking and cracking in her voice. Every boy needs a father. We know this. Men need fathers for a reason. And just because he's not talking and just because he's quiet in that corner, that poor little boy, maybe it's because he always sees you yelling. Maybe he can't open up to you because he's scared and he doesn't understand what's going on. Maybe his thought process is a little bit different than regular kids, but that don't mean he doesn't deserve love. Autistic kids deserve love. Everybody deserves love, y'all. It's a child. You mean to tell me if your kid was Down syndrome or paralyzed or whatever, you're going to go, I don't want it. I know it's going to be harder. It might scare you, but I don't think that you should not want to take care of your child and then leave your woman behind in the process. Oh my God. The karma that would come with is something I would never want to be a part of. How could you as a man look at yourself in the mirror and call yourself a man, a protector, a provider when you're ready to flee the scene? I pray to God that this is a skit. I really do, because as I was watching it, it made me really sad to know that there's men like that would abandon you when you need it the most, and a lot of stuff I see on social media, where men are like, it's only women who leave, this and that. I know women leave. I truly do. But there are times where there's great women out here who get left when they need men the most. And it's really sad. I feel like good men and good women are getting the shit end of the stick out of relationships. And it makes me so sad, y'all, because I could imagine what she's going through. How could you possibly take care of a kid with autism and work and be there for him? I'll be honest, if my kid ended up being autistic, no problem with that. It's just I would want to be home because I know there's a lot of people who don't understand that. You know how many daycare centers there are that you could even Google right now that put their hands on those kids because they don't know how to take care or treat them? That they can't handle it because their patience level is thin. There's women who are frightened to put their kids in foster care. Into daycare, which I don't blame them. And you don't want to put the burden on all your family. It's your job as a mother to take care of your family, so you want to be able to do it. If you're a man watching this and you decide to do something like this, please stay away from women that are good because you do not deserve a good woman. I'm being honest. I think that men should really understand what it's like to be a leader and a provider. And if you cannot do that, then don't do it. Like I said, men, I respect men who want to be single and do their own thing. But if you're actively coming to a woman and wanting a family or giving her the impression that you want one and you're not that type of guy, how fucked up, how messed up, and to want us to submit. to want us to, oh, let me submit to us, this and that. This is why women don't do that, because look what happens when you submit to men. You can't submit to everybody. Now you see why women are scared of that. But now I'm going off on topic, y'all. I just pray to God that a lot of you guys understand that the severity of having children and what damage this causes, not only to the men in this world and the women in this world that grow up. These are your children, and you cannot talk about how this generation is growing up if you're participating in the hurt on purpose. Have a good one.